What can you do to prepare for World War III? Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. It really seems like we're being pushed in that direction. Talking about Moldova, talking about Ukraine, Russia, China, all the stuff that's been going on. Over in Europe, countries threatened or feeling threatened, nations printing pamphlets and or books to help their people, empower them to resist, to ready themselves for a potential fight. We see food crisis. We see food shortages. We see meat shortages. We see all kinds of shortages. Or we hear about them. We may not see them. Everybody may not be seeing them yet. But they're coming. The world around us is changing very rapidly. We're in that cycle. I forget what it's called. But every set amount of years, there's a major conflict. We're in that window now. And a lot of things come into play with this. What's happened, the events that have happened over the last 2 years, that thing, combined with shortages, combined with socioeconomic factors, combined with economies, inflation, housing bubbles, national debts. What's an easy way out of all that stuff? Or to get people to forget about it? Well, to go to war. Because war unites people. Remember the last time we went to war? When we first started? Yeah, go ooh, USA, USA. Yeah. Yep, that's how it starts. Everybody forgets. Everybody concentrates on the next new thing. It's sad, but that's the way it is. I like approaching things from the direction of what can we do about it? What can we do if there's World War III as preppers? You think about it, you're like, well, there's not much I can do. Oh, but there is. One of the biggest things is to set yourself up for success is to have sustainable food sources. You guys, if you're watching channel any length of time, you've seen the gardens, the 19 raised beds, as well as the in-ground areas, the fruit trees, the berry bushes, all these things. And yeah, it's not perfect. I'm working on it. It's a lot of hard work, especially with everything going on in my life right now. I'm trying to hold it together. But with everything going on in my life right now, with my wife and her condition, hopefully it seems to be improving. Hopefully things will be fine soon. I'm reminded of what's truly important. And I want you guys to think about what's truly important. What can you do in World War III? Well, odds are you're probably not going to go off and fight. And if you're able to, I don't even know if I'd suggest it or recommend it at all. I think now is the time to hunker down, bunker in, work on our tribes, establish tribe, build the bonds of tribe, train, grow our gardens, stockpile our food. Man, I'm worn out right now. I've been trying to get an area of our house a little less quote-unquote cluttered because of food storage. Because when you have food storage, you start getting a decent quantity of it, it becomes where are we going to put all this stuff? I've done videos about that. Maybe I'll talk about it shortly in this video also. But moving a very small percentage of one of our many locations for food storage was a lot of hard work. I don't know if you've seen those black totes with the yellow lids. You can buy them at like Costco or different places like that. They're heavy duty totes. They're really nice. The large ones and the small ones. I like the small ones better because you can put stuff in there and you can actually carry them. The big ones get very heavy. So you got to pack them appropriately using toilet paper and other lighter items. And that's just my dog hacking She hacks every once in a while. She comes out and eats grass and throws up. She's better. She's an old lab. But, so yeah, so I was moving. I took out of boxes and put into totes. I filled 6 of those large totes, 6 small totes, and have probably 12 more good-sized cardboard boxes ready to move to another location to free up space here. Because it's like basically stuff comes into the house, it gets rearranged, it gets packaged, and then stacked and stockpiled in the house until we move it to another location or decide what location it's going to go to. So basically, all we can do really is continue doing what we're doing. Well, there's other stuff I'll talk about in a minute. But from the aspect of sustainability, growing food, raising animals, very, very important. From the aspect of having food to eat, if you enter into world war, things get tough. There are very few people alive, a lot less than there have been in the past, of course, that remember World War II and the hardships and the challenges and the rationing and other stuff like that. Set yourselves up for success. Don't be in that ration line. Don't be going, please may I. Because for one thing, it's better for our nation. The fewer people saying, may I please, because we're prepared, then the more food there is for others. So they won't be starving and then coming after us to get our food. Also empowering others, expanding tribe, talking to others about preparedness is very important. But in World War II, the government empowered and encouraged people to grow what they called victory gardens. That was each house have, their own chickens, their own gardens and stuff like that, so they could produce their own. So they wouldn't have to go to the government. Or so the big food manufacturing companies, farms, ranches, stuff like that, can put more food into the war effort. And if it gets to that, we'll see a lot of changes here. Are we going to be threatened on our soil? I don't think so. I do advocate, though, everybody get tactical training. That's another thing you can be doing. And making sure your gear's squared away. Your gear's set up. Stockpiling seeds, both kinds. That's very important. Making sure you have spare parts for your defensive tools. That's important. Making sure your packs are squared away. Working on and gaining and or polishing any skills that you might think you might need. Whether it be canning or gardening or tactical related stuff, land navigation, hand-to-hand combat, anything like that. There's a lot to it. But the big thing is drawing those you love in closer. Being strong, impenetrable as a family unit, as a tribe, as a neighborhood, as a community, whatever it might be. Loving each other, spreading love and understanding. Not playing the division game. Not playing the white versus black, Christian versus Muslim, man versus woman, homosexual, whatever I think that's the proper term for it now, versus straight. Left versus right. Now, what's truly important in your life? Those you love. Those are the most important thing to you. Of course, he's important. Yes. I've been going to him very, very often, a lot more often lately, in prayer. I know that things will get better within my family. Well, I pray that they will. In the world, however, things are going crazy. I encourage you guys, you see yesterday's video about stockpiling, or not stockpiling, my prepper haul. Getting food, medical items, any kind of tactical gear you need. I didn't need some of that stuff. Some of it was just like, okay, it's inexpensive. Why not? I don't need multicam. You don't need multicam. Stuff like this is fine. Subdued earth tones are fine. But yeah, upping our prepping games, making it a priority is ever so more important now than it ever has been. Shortages are just going to get worse. And I'm not saying that out of fear. That's truth. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. I seriously doubt it. I encourage you guys to continue prepping. I can't answer what you need. I can't tell you what you need because we're all in different situations. But take a long, hard look at what you have. At your prepper notebook. Really take a hard look and try to mitigate any weaknesses you have. We need to try to be getting ready for the long haul. And don't have all your eggs in one basket. Don't keep all your stuff in one location so that it can be, somebody can come up and confiscate it if this stuff does get ugly or when it gets ugly. Be smart about it. Anyway, I love you guys. I really thank you for all your support. I really thank you for your prayers. I really thank you for your comments. Speaking of which, if you could, please subscribe. Ring the notification bell for all. Hit the thumbs up. That like thing, the like button, the thumbs up. That really helps the algorithm. And commenting, sharing the videos. Those kind of things help. Definitely help. And the more help that we get there, the more the video is seen, the more visible it is to others. So we can bring more people on board to this whole preparedness thing. This is a lifestyle. The more people that get on board, the better off we'll be as a society. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Blessings to you and yours.